I'm in Frankfort, Delaware, and today I'm reviewing Rambo: Last Blood. So Rambo's been through a life of hell, right? In the first movie, he took on some corrupt cops. In the second movie, he was trying to rescue a bunch of guys from Vietnam, these POWs. In the third movie, he took on the Russians. In the fourth movie, he took on these Burman crazy military guys. And now, we're at Rambo: Last Blood. I tell you what, John Rambo has been through like a lot. Just seems like he just wants to live like the good life and just always gets into it. This poor guy, I've knock on wood, I've never had anything like that happen to me, but John Rambo, this happens to him all the time. So after the events of the last movie, Rambo, which by the way, if you haven't seen that, the last 15 minutes of that movie is insane. I highly recommend it. It's one of the craziest bloodbaths I've ever seen in a movie. After the events of that, spoiler for Rambo, we see John Rambo walking to this ranch. He goes there, and that's where that movie ends. And the last movie came out in 2008. Now it's 2019 when this movie came out, and it's 11 years later, and he's gotten back in relations with his family. He has this niece growing up, she's getting older, and Rambo's like, you know, he's kind of become like the dad for her, right? Most teenagers or most kids, they start hanging out with the wrong people, and she goes to Mexico where she meets this person who's involved with sex trafficking, and they end up getting her. Now she's stuck in this sex trafficking thing, right? Where these guys like take these girls, they put them away in this area, and Rambo finds out where these guys are. There's a tiff that happens. I don't want to go into too many plot details about like the actual things that happen, but let's just say Rambo starts some crap with these sex trafficking guys, right? And then he goes back home, but he knows they're going to come back and get him. And this is where the movie actually finally starts to get going, right? The movie is kind of slow. There's some violent moments, but it's not like amazing. But you know, a Rambo movie, you want some badass action. You're not watching Rambo to watch like some interesting dialogue. If I want to watch that, I'm going to watch My Dinner with Andre. Rambo goes back to his house, and he knows these guys are going to come and try to kill him. But he's smart. He has his place like ready. He has this crazy underground like fortress. I don't know. I mean, I guess it was 11 years since the last one, so I guess he could have like built these crazy caves. Like, Rambo, man, you got a lot of time in your hands, and it's like you knew you were gonna do a fifth movie. Somehow you knew. When I was watching it, I kept thinking of Home Alone, right? Is this Kevin McAllister like almost preparing for the Wet Bandits to come in and get him? It almost feels the same way. Like Kevin McAllister sets up all these traps around his house, right? In Home Alone, Rambo sets up all these traps around his place in his home, right? It's almost the same movie, except Kevin McAllister like take people out with spiders or like paint cans. Rambo will take you out with guns and random explosions. So this is the moment we're waiting for. The guys come in and Rambo just starts taking them out. Boom, boom, boom. This is where this last 15 or 20 minutes is just crazy violence. I'm watching a Rambo movie. This is what I'm going for. This is what I want, and I dug it. Stallone, you're getting older, but you're still a badass. Rambo: Last Blood, I've heard rumors right now, as I'm recording this is July 2020, that Stallone wants to do another Rambo movie. I don't know if he's got it in him, but we'll see. This one, I was not as happy as I thought I would be with it, but it was still fun. I would give this 2 out of 5 Stallones. Anyways, check out the channel, subscribe, and whoa.
Frankfurt, we're gonna get you.
Coming for you. Frankfurt, we'll get you.
There's some guys infiltrating my house right now.
Frankfurt, we're gonna get you, sucker. We're gonna get you.
Right, I got this. I've been watching Rambo movies.
Frankfurt, you son of a bitch.
Take that, Rambo. I got this too.